Good morning, kindergarten friends. Today we are on page 185, page 185. And today we're going to be talking about something called volume. Volume is how I pronounce the word. So our objective says, today I will describe and compare the volume of two objects. So here's our keyword, boys and girls, volume. Try and make sure you can say that with me. We hear the word U in it, or we hear the letter U. Volume. Okay, so let's look at what is volume. So volume says the measurement of amount of space within a solid figure. So it's the space in a figure, friends. So how much space is in the teapot? How much space is in the teacup? I also think of it, and it says it down here, but we're going to write it, is how much could it hold? H-O-L-D. So volume is how much could something hold? How much tea could this teapot hold, and how much tea could this teacup hold is its volume. Okay, so let's read some of the things they tell us about these. So our first thing says, the teapot holds more tea than the teacup. So the teapot has greater volume. So what they said is this teapot holds more tea. I can put more tea in it, which means it has greater volume. The teacup holds less tea than the teapot. The teacup has less volume. So this teacup can hold less in it, so it means it has less volume. Okay, so our words today are holds more. If it holds more, it has more volume or greater volume, because more and greater mean the same thing, boys and girls. If it holds less, it means it has less volume. Okay, so let's look at our steps today. It says choose two objects that have different volume capacities. Compare the first object to the second object. And then we're going to try and use our vocabulary words. So we're going to use terms such as holds more than, holds less than, to compare the volume or capacity of the two objects. Okay, so boys and girls, I'm going to get started with my problems. Here is my first problem. And it says, circle the object with more volume. So the one with more volume, they want me to circle. So more volume means holds more. So which one holds more? The teapot or the teacup? Okay, I hope we're saying, boys and girls, if the teapot holds more, which means it has more volume. Okay, our next directions say draw an X on the object with less volume. So less volume means it holds less. So we can put an X here. So I could say the teapot holds more than the teacup. The teacup holds less than the teapot. So how much does it hold? How much does fits inside of it? Okay, let's look at my next problem. And it has two different pots, like two different things that your mom or dad would cook with on the stove. Okay, so it says, circle the object with more volume. So more volume they want circled. So which one holds more, this pot or this pot? If I was putting water in them to boil it, maybe I was gonna make spaghetti, which one could I put more water in? Wouldn't it be this one, friends? So this has more volume because it holds more. So I could say this pot holds more than this pot. Okay, then it says draw an X on the object with less volume. So less volume would be this pot because this pot holds less. Okay, boys and girls, let's do a couple together. We are on page 186. Page 186, and here's our first problem. And it says, circle the object with more volume. So more volume they want circled. More volume. So more volume means it holds more. So these look like they're both flower pots. So they probably wouldn't hold water or tea. They might hold dirt or soil. So which one do you think could hold more soil? I would say this one. So we would say this pot could hold more than this pot. Or this pot has a greater volume. Okay, our next directions say draw an X on the object with less volume. So less volume means it holds less, and this pot is going to hold less. Okay, let's look at one last one together. Looks like we're comparing two milk jugs. So this looks like milk that I might buy from the grocery store and keep in my refrigerator. And this kind of looks like milk that I might get from a school. So it says circle the object with more volume. So more volume. So which one of these containers has more space in it or could hold more milk? I would say this one, right? Because this one can hold more milk. This usually holds milk for just one time, and this holds milk like for days that your family uses. So we could say the first container holds more than the second container, or the first container has greater volume. Okay, draw an X on the object with less volume. So less volume, they want an X on. So this one, we would say this container holds less milk, or this container has less volume. Okay, friends, have a wonderful day, and I will see you again. Bye-bye.